Now listen up. These are the instructions. I want you to obey the commands that's going to be given to you at all times. In the case of a knockdown, the man who is standing, I'm going to put him in a neutral corner where I want him to be, and I expect for him to stay there until I tell him to come out. Good luck to both of you. Protect yourselves at all times. Let's go to work.
Well, one of the classic stare downs on Heavyweight Explosion, as we're joined, as we often are sometimes, here by Angel Manfredi. Happy to have you back, Angel.
Appreciate it. God bless.
Angel, how significant is the stare down?
Really doesn't mean nothing. All Fields was trying to do is intimidate his opponent, but I don't think it's going to work. Not today.
Well, Oleg Maskaev not known for being intimidated. Starting off very fast starter. One of his better fights on Heavyweight Explosion. He threw that right hand lead and dropped Jeff Wooden down in the first, eventually stopping him in the third. Very significant win. Already backing up Sedreck Fields.
The first 6 minutes of this fight, Arnie, is very important to Sedreck Fields. If he can get out of harm's way.
Sedreck Fields only been the 10-round distance one time. 10-round decision way back in '98 over Ricky Jackson. Lost his last 8-round fight to Nate Jones in December. He has been active. Had 5 fights in 1999, so has not been sitting on the shelf. And started his pro career losing his first 3 fights. So if you throw those out, he's probably more like a 9-5 fighter. And again, with 8 knockouts, he's only won 1 decision.
Sometimes fighters do throw out losses.
Well,
at least in their own minds.
Both of Maskaev's losses came by getting stopped. Very early in his career, he got thrown in with Oleg McCall, getting stopped in 1 round. Later on, head-on points, got stopped in the 11th by David Tua. Since the Tua fight, though, he's had 8 straight wins, again, including that big one over Rockman, right over the top by Sedreck Fields. Surprised that he could drop that in, John.
Well, that's one of the lapses that Maskaev will have, because he can be very mechanical and predictable.
And we need to bring up again, and Angel, you've been in this situation. Matter of fact, you're fighting Tuesday night. Sometimes a big fight coming up, as Maskaev has with Kirk Johnson in May, and yet he's got Sedreck Fields in front of him. How does he stay focused?
I just feel like he's taking his time right now. His focus is very good right now. He's just taking his time, picking his shots. He's doing his job. His mind is in the fight, and I feel like he's gonna start picking it up in the later rounds as we keep on going. Fields is just basically trying to just stay there and try to intimidate him, but I don't feel it's gonna work against Maskaev.
Fields talking to Maskaev. Doesn't appear intimidated, and again, even though he's a 9-8 fighter, he's been in with some name guys, most notably Nate Jones recently, losing an 8-round decision. In with cruiserweight David Washington, who's moved up to heavyweight, and again Ricky Jackson. Nobody the likes, though, of what Maskaev has seen both on the winning and losing side.
This is my first time seeing Maskaev, and he's kind of like robotic type.
Very European style fighter, very Russian fighter, and not a very fast first round for Maskaev as we come to the end. We're scheduled for 12.
Got here a clown, huh? He likes to play around. They had around, we boxed him nice. I want you to
take a look at action from round number 1, and Fields, not happy there, is saying, hey, come on, let's fight some more. Waving in Oleg Maskaev.
Well, Fields did a lot of posing, a lot of talking, and I think he did just enough fighting in the first round to get my nod.
Vaseline?
Really? You gave the round to Fields?
Yeah. Because you know why? It's going to be the last round he wins.
He got to be ready to die. We come to war. No. We going to upset this thing.
Just kidding, Sedreck.
Round number 2 of a scheduled 12-rounder, a place where neither fighter has ever been before. The furthest Maskaev has ever gone is 11. And, of course, 10 rounds for Sedreck Fields, 1 time. Interesting first round. John, you scored the first round for Fields.
Yes, I did.
How'd you see it, Ian?
I have to disagree. I mean, Fields only landed the over right hand and really didn't do nothing. Basically pouting and blue eye, you know, just shouting about and doing nothing. You know what I mean? Ain't no action. And Maskaev, he's there and he's coming to fight. I mean,
I scored the round for Maskaev as well. So, John, you can move over a little bit.
I can now leave, right?
Angel and I will hang out.
I can now leave. I'm dismissed from class. I'm trying to be charitable to the guy.
Well, I don't even about you. I didn't think Maskaev won the round big.
No,
I thought he's, you know, like as Angel mentioned, rather robotic in the first round.
Best you could score that round would be a draw, I think, in favor of Maskaev. But then again,
I thought he came in looking a little dry too, considering that they knew, you know, they had a hard time for when their fight was going to start. I thought he would have built up a little bit better sweat.
yeah, he looks very. He don't look loose. He doesn't look loose at all. He looks very robotic, like I said. Big legs, big strong legs, but just too slow and too robotic.
see, I forgot to tell you that I gave Sedreck Fields the stare down, so that gave him additional points going into the first
Okay, I
round.
see.
Oh, nice right over the top. Sedreck Fields says he wants more.
Well, he deserves more. Maskaev should be pounding the dog out of him because Fields is just there waiting to get hit.
Maskaev's left eye, under his left eye, looks like it's a little bit puffy and red already.
That was from that overhand right thrown in the first round from Fields that landed over Maskaev's left.
Maskaev is starting to tune up with that left hook and right hand. There goes the left hook again and the right hand.
Fields catching though nicely, blocking a lot of those shots. We're under a minute to go in the second.
Angel's right, though. If Maskaev was any more robotic, he would have been on the Jetsons.
Oh, he's got a strong right hand, I tell you that.
But he can punch.
Yes,
This is true. If you stand right in front of him.
Fields doesn't want to do that. Next time, a nice body shot. Certainly got Fields put his hands down. Asking for more from Maskaev. There's very loose ropes here, remember, in this ring.
Well, that's what we said, Arnie. Can he get through the first 6 minutes? He got through the first 3. But Maskaev is applying a lot of heat in his second round.
And Tim Adams just staring at the face of Fields. He knows coming into that with a record like 9-8 against a world-class fighter like Maskaev, he's not going to let any accidents happen.
Just so you guys know, I gave that round to Maskaev.
Did I ask you? Let's listen in.
See what you got in here, sort of like a Booker T word, remember? Laying over, laying to the side. Change your angle sharper, right? And take those body shots when he gives them to you. When he bends over like that, step over there and bomb him to the body. He'll try to protect and turn over to the chin. Understand? Nice hand discipline.
Round 2 action, and there's that right hand that caught the attention of Fields, but, you know, only for him to wave on later on and say, I want more.
That was a blistering right hand by the Russian.
That's the same kind of right that put Jeff Wooden right down on his ass. I got to tell you, and this guy took it.
On television, I think we call it the derriere.
Derriere. Round 3. Oleg Maskaev, he's in the blue shorts. Sedreck Fields in the white. No knockdowns thus far in the fight, but a very strong second round for Maskaev. Bob Jackson, interesting comment between rounds. He compared Sedreck Fields to Booker Ward, who, of course, Oleg Maskaev had fought back in '98, stopping Ward in 4 rounds. Said same kind of guy, just go downstairs to the body and then come right upstairs to the chin, which is something Maskaev did successfully near the end of the second round.
This has the makings of a 9-minute fight, maybe 11.
Right now, I mean, I don't see Fields doing anything or trying to do anything. Just be Maskaev's punching bag. That's all I see right now.
And Maskaev finally breaks a really good sweat here. He's got that jab moving nicely. Not looking quite as stiff as he looked in the first 2 rounds, Angel.
Now he's starting to look loose. Now he's starting to throw his combinations and a nice left hook to the body. He's very strong, very powerful.
You're right, Arnie. He didn't look like he was warmed up for that first round properly. Very dry.
Now he's getting loose.
Yeah, he got a good lather on him.
Something he's got to keep in mind, though, you know, we have to talk a little about how he's going to fare against the likes of Kirk Johnson. Kirk Johnson, a very fast starter with a good stiff jab, and he doesn't want to give away early rounds or even get dropped early by Kirk Johnson. That's something they're going to need to work on as we're halfway gone here in the 3. Maskaev just really teeing off right now as Sedreck Fields dropping that left and just inviting that right over the top from Maskaev.
Right on the forehead of Maskaev.
Nice uppercut on the inside by Fields. Fields, of course, last second replacement for Ellis Castillo, was in the gym getting ready for a canceled bout with Tim Witherspoon. Said he knew there was something that was going to give him a call, and sure enough, about 4 days notice on this fight.
The jab's annoying Maskaev here a little bit.
Just waits a little too long, and he allows Fields to back him up for some reason.
Fields does have a nice jab.
He's got to
jabs nicely, but when he gets on the inside, John, nothing happens.
He's got a beautiful left hook to the body.
Something happens. He's getting hit by Maskaev. It's not the right thing that's happening.
No, Fields is getting that right uppercut in when he gets in.
Yeah, he has. You're right. He's landed that a couple times.
Well, another good round from Maskaev, but not quite as aggressive as we might have anticipated.
So much for my 9-minute prediction.
Enterprises in association with Sedreck Promotions. Bring you tonight's heavyweight explosion, the second
All right, you see the guy's in a little bunch. He's in a little bunch like this. He's always pulling this up, using his shoulder like this. Take that body. Bang that right hand to the body. Step over to that side and hammer the body. And as he turns to come up, you'll see the punch to land. Okay?
Express right here in Chicagoland.
Deep breath. Nice and smooth. Nice and smooth. Don't get lazy. Punch and recover.
Round 4 of the scheduled 12-rounder. Maskaev, although winning the 3rd round rather handily, not quite as aggressive, John, as I would have thought.
No, after that 2nd round, I expected him to really turn it up, and I thought the way Fields was looking at the end of the 2nd round, he wasn't even going to make it out of the 3rd round, but it wasn't the case.
Well, Bob Jackson knows what he wants him to do. He had these thoughts between rounds, and we'll give a listen in.
Little punch. He's in a little punch like this. He's always pulling this up, using his shoulder like this. Take that body. Bang that right hand to the body. Step over to that side and hammer the body. As he turns to come up, you'll see the punch to land. Okay?
Well, good instructions, but can he make that step over? Kind of hard sometimes to make that step to the right if you're a right-handed fighter, Angel.
I mean, I feel he can do it. I feel he can do it, and he's trying to do it. And he showed it just a couple seconds ago. Well, I mean, he's just waiting too long for me. He's waiting a little too long for me, and he's just too robotic for me.
But he threw one there, and he didn't have a lot on it. It was a pity-pat punch to the body. That's not going to do it.
Again, he's allowing Fields to back him up for some reason. And that shouldn't even take place. There it is, the right hand to the body.
He doesn't have an uppercut either, Maskaev.
He's just real rounded, straight.
Right.
Hooking and straight punches.
Very fundamental, basic.
Well, I asked Maskaev yesterday, I said, what's changed in your life since the Rockman knockout? You know, thinking this is a major, major win. It doesn't get bigger than that for a heavyweight today other than winning the title. And he said nothing changed, but right now, having not fought since November, that alone is a change right there, that he's been out that long. This being his first fight of Y2K, and looking certainly not as sharp as he did against Rockman, who was a far superior fighter to Sedreck Fields.
Whoa, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
He's just
Stick round. Step
just
around
not
when he
doing
starts
enough
to
for
fight,
me.
Step around.
He's allowing Fields to back him up. Why
Bang that
allow
body.
why allow Fields to back him up when Fields not throwing a punch?
Reach out
Two
and
back
touch
fight.
it like AT&T.
Just don't make no sense.
Stay busy, baby.
I mean, again, Maskaev's last 3 fights prior to this stops Jeff Wooden in 3 rounds, which was an incredible victory if you know Wooden's record and the fighters that he's been in with. He knocks out Shane Sutcliffe in 2 and then Hasim Rahman in 8. And looking very, though, lackluster right now with Sedreck Fields. But winning round, nevertheless, for the big Russian as we come to the end. We're 1/3 gone in this scheduled 12-rounder.
I like that big buck. That's our round, baby. That's our round. That's right. I like that, baby. You went to work on it. You was a doctor. You was operating, baby. Now just stay down like that. Don't get careless now. Stay down like that. Do me another round just like that, all right? It's a little slow. Gotta catch his rhythm with his timing. Another round just like that. I like that. I like that body back to the head action. I like that, baby. That was good, you know what I'm saying? Just stay down with it. We ain't putting nothing heavy on him yet. We just taking him down to deep water. You know what I'm saying? He got to be ready to die. I don't think he's ready to die tonight. Stay busy, baby. All right? Busy, baby. This is our opportunity. We're going to take advantage of this. It's ours.
Round number 5, Arnie Tokyo Rosenthal along with John Saraceno and Angel Man Freddy was scheduled for 12. PABA heavyweight title on the line. That's Oleg Maskaev in blue, Sedreck Fields in white. No knockdowns thus far in the fight. Nobody really hurt. Fight pretty much controlled by Maskaev, but the corner of Sedreck Fields sees it a little bit differently, and they think they're taking him into deep water.
They're not showing nothing. I mean, to try to take Maskaev into deep water would be even more trouble. Because he's really not doing nothing to hurt him.
Well, their choice, Angel Lynn, is going to be either to lose or before 12 or go to distance and losing at 12. But these were their thoughts. Listen in here from the corner instructions to Sedreck Fields.
That's right. I like that, baby. You went to work on it. You was a doctor. You was operating, baby. Now just stay down like that. Don't get careless now. Stay down like that. Do me another round just like that, all right?
Well, they're having a good time anyway. They're happy to be here. Certainly a fantastic opportunity for them. But, John, how do you see it at this point?
Well, I tell you what, he may be having a good time, but I'm not sure if he told the fighter anything that the fighter could actually use in the ring. You know, I come back to the corner, I want to hear something that's constructive, not a bunch of hollering. And I don't think that really helped the fight right now. We didn't hear the whole thing in the corner, so we don't know. But right now, I just see Maskaev having a hard time dealing with the jab a little bit. He's throwing him off, and he just keeps throwing punches in bunches. He's just piling up the points, and he's going to be satisfied maybe just to win a decision here, the way it looks.
It looks like Maskaev, he fights better against better opponents. You know what I mean? It seems like that. You know, he seems bored in there. He seems like there's nothing to win for. You know, the drive's not there, the hunger's not there, and you know he's just pity-patting. It's like a sparring match. You know, he just don't seem eager to do anything spectacular. I don't see no hunger. I don't see no drive, no hunger for the knockout.
Well, that's what I said earlier, though, Angel. I felt, and I said this to him yesterday, can you stay focused with coming off a Rahman win and a Kirk Johnson fight in May, and you're fighting Sedreck Fields, who's 9-8. Sedreck Fields with a good beard, by the way. He's only been stopped one time in his career, and it was in his 3rd pro fight against the French Olympic champion, Jose Blokis, and that was way back in 1997. So,
well, in the NFL, they would call it a sandwich game. Coming off a big high, and then before another big game beforehand.
Well,
dangerous.
Very lackluster round on the part of both fighters as we come to the end of the 5th.
We're in it. We're in it. We're in it, baby. We're in this battle. straight right hand, short. You know?
Throw it short, because his hook is stiffening up.
Absolutely, short enough.
Stan, those punches got to set up snap punches with shoulder and hip if you want to get this guy out of here. And you should be moving your body off to the side.
Fifth round action. Short combinations on the inside from Maskaev. And you can see Fields trying to get something off, and Maskaev just not giving him a chance, just keep peppering him.
And that's what he's been doing the whole fight. I've got him ahead 49-46.
Well, as we start round number 6, John, you whispered to me you got it up 49-46 in favor of Maskaev. I've got it a shutout 50-45. Angel, you see it the same way. But not impressive rounds for Maskaev. I thought the most impressive round was back in the second, and at that point, John, you even made the comment you thought it was going to be a 9-minute fight at that point, and Maskaev's aggression level has certainly tapered off.
Well, I think Angel made a very good point when he said that we see the average rounds per bout. Maskaev taking a little bit longer, but you know what? Against better opposition in Fields. I think Angel made a good point. The fire is not there for Maskaev tonight, and I think it's understandable with the Kirk Johnson fight coming up and coming off just a dramatic, huge victory over Rock Rahman.
I think that should give him even more incentive on destroying Fields. I think that should even pump him up even more. You know, to come off a big win over Rockman and just beat quality fighters and knock them out. I think it should even give him more.
See, your problem is you don't think like a heavyweight.
Like that hook, double up on
See, I am a heavyweight trapped in a lightweight body.
Well, they could use you.
Boom! What would happen, although, you know, obviously Maskaev fully in control right now, if the unthinkable would happen and he would lose to Sedreck Fields? That would be a devastating step backwards after all that he accomplished.
Well, chances are slim and none, and you know Slim left town yesterday.
Nevertheless, Sedreck Fields has 8 knockouts in his 9 wins. He's got some punching power. Right now, though, Fields seems to be running out of gas, or at the very least taking off the 6th round here.
And anything can happen in the fight. It's just that Fields is not doing enough to make it happen.
Well, let's give Maskaev a little credit. He is throwing a lot of punches. When a guy's throwing, you know, at this point, Fields is more interested in defending.
Well, I can see if Maskaev was fast, but he's not.
Right.
I mean, he lets you know what he's throwing, when he throws it. And he's not a real sharp and strong like I thought he would be.
But he's also not following the instructions of Bob Jackson, who told him to work the body. And he's not doing a sustained body attack. I mean, really sustained, where you just push Fields to the ropes and tee off. That's a slip.
Right hand.
Top of the head.
In the equilibrium. He rocked him on that one.
Oh.
Yes, he did. So he does carry a punch. It doesn't look like it, but when he lands, he got some power on it.
Well, Fields screams that, oh, and a big right over the top of this
he's
one.
gone. He's over.
Gone. Towels thrown in from the corner of Sedreck Fields. They're not letting, and corner cannot stop the fight. Tim Adams continues to count. He throws the towel back out of the ring. Sedreck Fields wants to continue. There is no 3 knockdown rule in effect here. He's going to survive the round in spite of his corner throwing the towel in. Sedreck Fields screaming to the crowd as he walks back, survives the round. There's no stool in the corner. The corner's trying to stop the fight.
He's got one of the worst corners I've ever seen.
Still no stool in the ring, and the man's been down twice.
You earn your punches.
Amateur hour.
Back down to the corner of Oleg Maskaev. I got to be honest with you, I didn't see that. I thought that was a slip on that first short right. Second one was a no-brainer. Now take a look from another angle. This is the first knockdown. There it is, clear over the top. We're obviously sitting on the other side, but you guys picked up on it. Second knockdown, right out there. And again, top of the head as well. Towel thrown in after that by the corner of Fields, thrown out by Tim Adams. And the fight will continue. Second half of the scheduled 12-rounder. Fields down twice near the end of last round. Corner wanted to stop the fight. Threw the towel in. Tim Adams threw it back out. And dramatically, Fields beat the count and survived the round, and here he is.
Fields
out here again in round 7.
Well, his corner did the worst thing you could do in boxing. They panicked.
Didn't get the stool up there in time. Took them 20 seconds to get the stool in the ring, rather than trying to revive their fighter.
Right now, Maskaev, he's looking for that right hand that started all the damage, and that's what's going to knock him out.
I was going to say, Angel, should he be able to finish the job here?
Yes, he should. He should just finish where he left off and throw that right hand lead and to the body, left with the body.
I tell you what, give Fields a little bit of credit. He's fighting back here. He just gave the props down here to Angel Manfredi, pointed down to ringside.
And a nice right hand over the top, and Maskaev at the moment letting him back in the fight. And we did mention, in spite of the fact that he's been dropped twice, Fields only stopped once in his career.
I'll tell you what, Fields had the opportunity to quit if he wanted to tonight, and he hasn't. So you got to give him some kind of credit.
He's showing some heart, but yet, you know, he's not fighting, you know. He's just trying to be a showmanship and just trying to show his face out there and show off to the crowd, trying to be a crowd favorite, but the crowd likes fights. They want to see some power. They want to see some knockouts. They want to see action.
My only criticism, though, Angel, at this point is that I would expect Maskaev to go downstairs to the body and bring those hands down. Fields doing a very good job of covering up right now. And if Maskaev, like Bob Jackson told him several rounds ago, would just cut downstairs, he could make quick work of Sedreck Fields.
He's loading up with that right hand now. He knows he can hit him with it. Now he's thinking, bang.
And there it is.
That right hand, anytime that right hand's going to land, and Fields is going to go.
But you know what? Fields rolling with it a little bit better now. He's timing that right hand a lot better than he timed it last round when he was dropped twice. As we're under a minute to go here in the 7th. This is scheduled for 12, the PABA title, owned by Oleg. Maskaev on the line.
Big left hook there right in front of us by Fields. Shook off by Maskaev.
He's trying to win the crowd. That's what it seems like from round 1. He's trying to win the crowd some way. He's got to fight, though. That's the only way he's going to win the crowd.
Breathing heavy, though, out of the mouth right now is Sedreck Fields, and a big right over the top. But he comes back, and you know what? He may pull this round out of the hat, too. Not a bad round for Sedreck Fields, considering he was on the floor twice last round.
A terrific round. In fact, his best round of the fight.
Give credit to the referee because he's not getting involved. He's letting him fight.
You gotta turn that punch.
Take a look here at Sedreck Fields turning this round back in his favor after being dropped twice in the 6th, having an excellent 7th round, as John pointed out, probably his best round of the fight. Certainly the only one that he won on my scorecard.
Okay? All right. Hey, way to come back, man. You fought your ass out.
That's all right.
All right.
That's all right, baby. That's all right. We'll another day. Give me that mouth. That's all right. His knees, man. You fought a hell of a fight, son. That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. We'll get the doctor.
Now, wait a minute. I think this fight's over. Something happened.
What happened?
In the corner of Sedreck Fields. Some sort of a leg injury or something here. Something that certainly wasn't there at the end of the round. And we don't know exactly what happened here. Sedreck Fields, after winning the 7th round on our scorecards, not coming out for the 8th round. It's not clear exactly what happened. And I'd seen referee Tim Adams, who I love, go over and congratulate Sedreck Fields in coming back and having a really good round 7. And not real sure now just exactly what took place. We're going to try to find out. And we're being told something with his knee. And I didn't see anything, Angel. Did you see anything to make you think that he hurt his knee?
I was just going to say, you know, he showed some heart in the last round. Let's see what he does this round. And you know what? His heart done flew away because he didn't show nothing, and he's a disgrace. I mean, that's wrong for him to do that.
He seems to be walking around the ring fine, but we're going to get the official reason for the stoppage and the time from Mark Bureau.
Ladies and gentlemen, the red corner has retired at the start of round 8. The winner by technical knockout and still PABA heavyweight champion, Oleg Maskaev.
Well, Oleg Maskaev, he'll improve to 19-2. That's his 14th stoppage as Sedreck Fields will drop down to 500 at 9-9. I didn't see any injury to that knee, Angel, and I'm very surprised because he was showing a lot of heart coming back in the 7th. As you mentioned, maybe the heart flew away. I just really don't get it.
I have a feeling that, you know what? Who got the biggest discouragement in the corner was his trainer. His trainer just gave up on him,
He tried to throw the towel in the 6th.
I mean, come on, you know, boxing deserves more.
Well, the real story, though, is what's in the future for Oleg Maskaev and what he thought of his performance tonight. He's in the ring with John Saraceno. Go, John.
A victory for you. You said this wasn't going to be a tune-up fight, but at times during the fight, you looked like you lost a little bit of focus, even though you were landing the far majority of the punches. What happened?
Nothing happened because, you know, I'm just back to gym couple months after surgery operation. So I'm gonna get my skills back step by step. So everything is good.
At times it looked like his jab bothered you. Was that the case?
I just get some work for myself, you know. I wanted to get, well, yeah, I was a little bit lazy, but I know I need some work to work on couple combination through. Oh, that's it.
One more question. You had a spectacular victory against Rock Rahman.
Yeah.
Now you've got a big fight against Kirk Johnson. Can you do the same thing? Can you stretch him?
Yeah, I will try. Yeah, that's the way I am. I'm gonna do my best to win that fight. That's it.
There we go. You heard right from the Russian's mouth. Oleg Maskaev with a victory here tonight. Let's send it back to ringside. And Arnie.
From Staten Island. Ooh.